All right, in this video, we're going to talk about taking fractions, putting them to decimals. 17 over 20 means 17 divided by 20. So we're going to have to do some type of long division. All right, there's no way around it. It stinks. You don't like it. I don't like it. 'Tis the world we live in. All right, so what we're going to do is the hardest part about this is saying what number goes on the outside, what part goes on the inside. All right, so a couple different ways to know. That some people say tip it over. So imagine you took the 17 and flicked it, right? And so you flick it, it comes down here, and 20 stays on the outside. So you can sit there and say, here's 17 in here, there's 20 in there. All right, so it's like you took the 17 and just tipped it over. All right, so that's one way to look at it. So just there's a bunch of different ways to do it. Make sure you know. If I think of something else later, I'll tell you. So what happens now is I want to just do a bunch of zeros. All right, a bunch of zeros. This decimal point stays here. It just comes straight up. As soon as I do that, I don't have to worry about that decimal point at all anymore. I can know that 20 goes into 17 0 times. All right, I know that because 17 over 20 is a fraction of a number. So it goes in 0 times. Now I can look and say, okay, how many times does 17 go in, or 20 go into 170? Like I said, we're forgetting the decimal for a minute. If this really bugs you, if you're like, oh, I just can't stand this, then take 20 and do the multiples over here. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, 160, 180. So this is 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times, 7 times, 8 times, 9 times. All right? And some of you are like, why would I have to do that? It's a quick way of just so you don't mess up. So if I look, 20 goes into 170, how many times? Well, 180 is too big, 160 is fine, so it goes in 8 times. 8 times 0 is 0, 8 times 2 is 16. I'm left with 10 more. All right, so as soon as I subtract there, I bring down this 0. 20 goes into 100. Well, there's 100 right there. 5 times. 5 times 20 is 100, and I'm done. Gets to 0, I'm done. Usually you want to go, depends on what the directions say, but you can do this forever for some fractions. This fraction ended at 2, so we're good. So that's my answer. So my answer would be 17 over 20 is equal to 0.85. All right, you can try that with a fraction or a calculator. Check yourself. 17 divided by 20, 0.85. That'd been really embarrassing if I was wrong right there, but I'm not because I'm amazing. So what I want you to do is take about 2 minutes. Take 2 minutes to try 9 over 11. It's a little bit harder, but I want you to try it. This probably won't say anything there, so that's just something old. All right, so take about 2 minutes to see if you can do 9 over 11. Try the best you can. You may want to save some room, so if you want to make a line here and say, this is what I'm trying, this is the right way Mr. Hyde's going to show me. So try that real quick for about, let's say a minute. Let's try a whole minute. All right, so let me show you how to do this. So we know it's a fraction to a decimal, so it's just going to have to be long division. All right, 11's going to be on the outside, 9's going to be on the inside, 0.000. We'll just go a couple places. I bring the decimal up. Remember, after that, I really don't care about that anymore. Set the 11s. Remember, I said before you could do the 11s. You could say 11, 22, 33, 44, 55, 66, 77, 88, 99, 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Again, you don't have to do this every time. It's just if you get stuck. Look, you couldn't see that, so I just did a bunch of things you couldn't see. So I will sit here for a couple seconds if you want to write that down, since I wasn't paying attention to my own video. All right. So now we're going to look and say 11 goes into 9 0 times, which is what we want because we know this is a fraction of a number. It's less than 1. So it goes in 0 times. 90, all right? 99 is too big. 8's perfect. So I put 8 here. Goes in 88 times. 2 left over. Bring down my 0. 22 is too big, so I can put in 1 time. All right, 11 gives me 9. All right, bring down my 0. All right, now some of you may notice, look, I have 90 again. So I'm going to start getting in this loop. 8, 88, 2 left, bring down a 0, 1, 11, 9, and I say, oh, look, it's repeating, 0.81, 81, 81, 81. So what happens is my answer, 9 over 11, is equal to 0.81. Oh, look at that, totally got in the next example. All right, so that's my answer. I move on. So that's how that's going to be, very similar to that. All right, so what happens is you can try 5 over 7 to a decimal, but that's what's going to be there. So forget that for a second. I'm not going to worry about it. Let me give you a quick little hint of just some tricks. Most of the ones you should know. You should know 1/4 is going to be 0.25. You should know that 3/4 is 0.75. Most of you know that because you like money. All right. Some good ones like 1/3. All right. 1/3 is 0.3 repeating. 2/3 is 0.6 repeating. A couple other quick ones. Anything over 9. 5 over 9. All right, you see 5 over 9, anything with 9 in the denominator is going to be the top number, the numerator, repeated. So 0.5 repeating. 7 over 9 is going to be 0. Take a guess. Take a guess. No, not 4. Listen. So if not 9, it's 7. So it's 7 repeating. All right, so 0.7 repeating. So those are a couple tricks you need to know. It's helpful, so when you see those, you don't have to do all this kind of work. You can just kind of see the pattern, and that helps a lot. So hope that goes well, and good luck.